As Gen X kids, we saw our parents struggle to make ends meet, even though a single income household worked just a generation before them. By the time we were grown, it was a given that both parents would work. And now, even that's not enough. People are juggling multiple jobs, careers, hustles, just to keep up. So my question is, when does it stop? When will it ever be enough? We're Gen X. We followed the rules, even though we questioned them the whole way. We put in the work. And now many of us are wondering, will retirement really be there for the middle class? Was it ever totally realistic for our generation? In this video, I'm walking through 6 tough questions, the kind that reveal just how hard the system has made it for Gen X and any other generation coming after us to actually retire. Now, the first question is probably an obvious one, but will Social Security be there? And will it be as much as we thought it might be? We've been paying into it all our adult working lives, and now we're hearing that we'll only get about 80% of it in a few years if no action is taken. And let's get real, we know that Social Security isn't going to fully fund our retirement financially. But for some, it's the only thing standing between survival and poverty. Unless major changes happen, benefits could be cut in just 8 years. That's when Gen Xers will be between 55 and 70 years old. The second question is, why were pensions replaced with 401ks with no real education or tools? We went from guaranteed income to DIY investing with zero training. How are we supposed to know how much to save, how to manage risk? And now we're being blamed for not saving enough. And the third question is a little similar. Why didn't anyone teach us about money in high school instead of Shakespearean plays? We learned how to recite, 400-year-old literature, but not how to budget or invest or do our taxes. Investing takes knowledge, and taxes in the U.S., they're very complicated, to say the least. We all would have benefited from a personal finance 101 class. But I know in my case, that wasn't offered. The fourth question is, how were we expected to save when we were juggling debt and childcare, stagnant wages? For decades, Gen X has been financially squeezed from every angle. Just in our era, childcare costs have soared. When we were kids, you had babysitters that took care of us or watched us, and that started going away when we started having kids of our own. Student loans became more and more common, and I've talked in other videos about how the wages over the last 30, 40 years have been flat. Now, I know currently younger people are having a really difficult time too, and many Gen Xers, they feel terrible about their adult kids' situation. And many still feel an emotional obligation to support them, to assist them. And some of us are even having to step in and help our parents financially as well. Life is getting way too expensive for all of us. The fifth question is, why is healthcare so expensive that it could literally wipe out your savings? Healthcare alone could be the retirement killer. And it's not just in retirement that we'll have to deal with these astronomical costs, prescriptions, Medicare gaps, IRMA charges, etc. We're dealing with it now, and it's preventing us from saving the way we need to right now. We know in the U.S. that even when you have health insurance, that your deductibles could be out of reach. And every year, those deductibles refresh. Every year, those out-of-pocket maximums reset. What a mess, right? And along the same lines of healthcare, the sixth question I have is that, was poor health by design? With ultra-processed food, a pill for everything, no time to recover? We're burned out, inflamed, often medicated. How are we supposed to enjoy retirement if we're too sick or broke from trying to get well? Yes, lifespan has increased over the decades. But health span? That's for some, but not all. And much of it is beyond our control in this environment that we live in. It's not enough anymore to stick to a budget or live within your means. Even that won't guarantee your ability to retire at 65. As Gen Xers, we've watched the cost of maintaining the same lifestyle get more and more difficult with each passing decade. Now, many of us, we're in our 50s, and we feel the pressure to work harder than ever, to make up for lost time, or to save more than we thought we'd ever need. So tell me what you think. Will retirement eventually become something only for the wealthy? Will the rest of us be working until we physically or mentally can't do it anymore? Let me know in the comments, because I'd really love to hear your perspective on this. And if you'd like to explore this issue a little more from my perspective, check out my video on 5 real dangers that Gen X faces on the path to retirement. I'll link it right here. As always, I thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. And if you like this video, just hit the like button. It helps my channel a lot. I hope you all have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.